banned all the time. And so I think it's smart for Eanix to pick her. We haven't seen much Arden. Arden's another very viable captain. So now this is the time when Eanix can try and get the comp they want, and Silverboom have to either deny it or counter it. They could ban away the Scarf. You could also get rid of Cruel, but they could pick it themselves. So I doubt Silverboom will ban it. Maybe Eanix is going to ban Cruel if it's left. If maybe Idris is banned away by Silverboom here.
Definitely. I think Eanix really, or rather the side of Silverboom, really would just want to ban out that Idris, because that has been the pattern and ongoing thing for them. But they might just ban out that Cruel as well. Oh, they are going to go for the Glaive, because the only reason I say Cruel, because the side of Silver, they went for the Cruel ban firstly, and they kind of did well in that game. So they might just want to pick up the Cruel for themselves just to deny I'm You Die. If not, then the entirety of Eanix, that Cruel. If not, then pick up that Scarf for that hot box effect that, you know, Arden and Scarf do bring to that table. Because, I mean, constantly the meta has been rotating and just, you know, revolving around these few heroes. That Scarf, that Celeste, that Cruel, that we've been mentioning a lot about. But they are going to settle for the Black Feather.
Yeah, they've left open the Celeste, Cruel, and I'm pretty sure Eanix, if they don't go for their traditional Scarf, might just go for Celeste and Cruel. Because we know they're so comfortable on Celeste. It's one of their comfort picks, and Celeste Cruel is a comp. Celeste Cruel Lyra even is a comp we saw twice today, and it did win twice today. So I think it would be extremely, it would be a really good idea for Eanix just to pick that up. And Silverboom have left it open. Black Feather's quite good against this double stun comp because he has that Rose Offensive to block multiple CCs, but they're going to fall back on their Scarf Cruel. I assume that's just because they're more comfortable on Scarf. This doesn't really have the same effect as the Celeste Cruel comp did, because Celeste has that stun. But I think this will work well for Eanix. Silverboom need to counter this comp. They should have expected Scarf. They should have expected Cruel. And so they're taking a bit of time to think about it, which makes me think they weren't prepared for this pick.
Yep. I mean, they have been, or rather the side of Eanix really have been using this comp on and on forever right now. So I'm pretty sure if Silverboom do watch and have went up against them, they could have definitely picked this comp out and just try to ban it, and that is why the Cruel initial ban. But I think the side of Silverboom and what went through their heads really was, if I ban out the Cruel, I'm good, I can just play another hero. And if I do not give them the Scarf as well, then, you know, that Black Feather, it's rather scary as well. So, you know, they're just going to let them through, or rather let this comp through. And for them, they are going to round out the comp with that Vox and Black Feather. And on top of that, that Arden to give them the support.
Yeah, I think Vox as a last pick is quite good against Cruel, because Vox does work extremely well if you want to Sonic Zoom away when Cruel engages on you. That can work well. But then if you've got a Scarf slowing you, you have to choose whether you Sonic Zoom over the Goop or Sonic Zoom away from Cruel. You can't, obviously, with the reduced cooldown down to, I think, 4 seconds in the late game, or maybe even 5 seconds in the late game. That means Vox is now it's so much harder for him to just run and kite away from Cruel, whereas before it was much, much easier. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Silverboom decide to build this Vox. We've seen a lot of Vox being built, Poison Shiv, Tension Bow, Breaking Point, obviously before the nerfs to Poison Shiv and Tension Bow. I think we may see a Serpent's Mask, we may see Breaking Point a bit earlier. What do you think about how they're going to build this Vox, Luxuria?
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll just go back and fall back on the traditional build. Like you said, it will take some time before Vox will find a new OP, quote-unquote, build. I mean, coming into the new update just dropped for a week or so now. But there is one thing that we must note as well. It's that the side of Silverboom, they are running that chase comp with that Arden that, you know, allows them to chase, and of course the Black Feather, and on top of that, that Vox with, you know, a lot of slows as well. So what I'm seeing, or what I can predict so far, it's that Silverboom really want to play the aggressors in that early game, just before Scar farms out, just before Cruel farms out, and then keep up with the chase and try to chase them down, because you can only chase if you're in the lead.
Yeah, we've seen Cruels go for the Tension Bow and very aggressive builds, very early game focused. It's interesting to see whether Eanix is going to go for the same build, or maybe they're going to go for a more late game, a Soul Blade, Breaking Point, and Tank Cruel. It's much less likely. We're probably going to see Tension Bow, Poison Shiv again. And it works well, so why change it if it isn't broken? And I think the Eanix are going to be able to, if they just try and invade with their Cruel, then Scarf will be able to ramp up to late game because Cruel's being a menace. And so obviously Silverboom have to try and prevent that. by, as you said, stopping Scarf from scaling up, either trying to invade Crawl or just trying to push Scarf back in lane.
Definitely. Let's see. And of course, the game has started, so let's see. Arsarai, what do you think of the team comp coming out from the side of Silver Boom?
I feel like with that Scarf and Krull combo, we're just gonna see Eanix go back for their get scrolled kind of comp. Yeah. I got it in.
That was so, yeah, because I saw that, and then I wanted you to just bring it in as a smoother transition. But very well there, we do see an early invade coming out from the side of Eanix. They are, however, gonna just choose to back off and not head up to lane. They are gonna head up to lane. Yeah.
Leiking will be spotted out here. It's gonna be at least the Scarf and the Lyra, so maybe good amount of damage. No first bloods just yet, but oh. I am so wrong, very wrong.
So wrong, very wrong indeed. And we do see the first blood being picked up by Rubber Monkey on that Lyra. And I guess in the early game itself, when no defenses are built up just yet, Lyra has got very good damage. At least the burst damage coming out from the Imperial Sigil is just insane for the early game. Leiking was just not prepared for the damage that's coming out from trophies in this early game. So bad, very bad in lane.
And, well, it's just going to be a 3-man stack here for Silver Boom. But Eanix on the opposite side of the spectrum, you can see that Iangriadai is just going to be in his own jungle. And he's going to be the happy Krull, just getting the farm and waiting. Just waiting patiently for an opening to go in because he doesn't need to right now. Trophies is just dealing such a huge amount of damage onto Leiking. The lack of range on the Samuel was just showing as of this moment.
The lack of range on that Vox is indeed...
Or rather, Vox.
Just really just putting Leiking in a very bad positioning, especially when you are going up against trophies.
True that, but there's going to be the use on the Imperial Sigil. With that 3-man bulwark just to slow them down from going aggressive onto trophies. But, well, they still find the Lyra in the midst of it all. And Iangriadai capitalized. Does he know Sobad Very Bad is right? He was just a second too late. Back in the lane, Leiking is just laying down the hurt once again on trophies without the help from Rubber Monkey.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, in the early game itself, trophies can quite poke Leiking out of lane. But it was just down to that team fight. It's so bad, very bad, got trophies really, really low, and thus forcing trophies to port at this point in time. But the side of Eanix looking very strong or very comfortable in this early game as of yet. We do see Iangriadai going into the jungle of So Bad, Very Bad, hoping to pick up this mid-triad.
I think he'll be able to, because again, that Krull does have the Spectral Smite pretty good in getting these chase, or rather these contested picks, but it looks like it's going to be the Blackfeather to get that last shot. Trophies in the lane though, could be in a very bad spot. Look at the damage. Like you said, the chase comp from Silver Boom is real. From 0 to 100 real quick right here. But the Imperial Sigil will keep trophies a little bit topped off. And goodness gracious, it's good that there's a Lyra.
Yeah, but there is one thing that we must note though. Although So Bad Very Bad, they are coming up, or rather So Bad Very Bad and Pain Sunday is just merely oh, Rubber Monkey.
Rubber Monkey could be in a bad spot here. Does use again that dump slot B from his just for the slow, and well, he's gonna live to fight for another day.
Live to fight for another day, definitely. And I was about to say though earlier on that, you know, although So Bad Very Bad is constantly coming up to lane to just try to drive trophies out of the laning phase and not give him a pleasant time at all, but we do see Iangriadai on that crew just really just farming up, unlike all the crews that we've seen so far that really just wants to go in for the engage. So bad, very bad, caught up by Iangriadai in one Spectral Smite.
That was good, really good.
That was good indeed. You looked like something came, but you know, back to this game, Iangriadai on that crew just trying to put pressure at least in that jungle and not really looking to go up into lane to try to gank Leiking. But I guess it is a rather smart move coming up from Iangriadai since Leiking can just Sonic Zoom away. If not, then Resonance or Pulse does Leiking.
Leiking could be in a very bad spot, but no, hold that thought. He's 3 of his teammates to join him into the fight and put a lot of hurt onto I Angry You Die, but he's gonna be able to survive for now. And well, we reach a little bit of the calm before the storm phase here between Silverboom and Eanix.
Yep, I mean, Eanix, or rather, Angry Die now has got access to that from Hell's Heart. He just turned 6. So we might expect a little more ganks in lane, or a little more pressure to be in lane rather than the jungle, because, I mean, he has got good potential for a gank right now with the slows coming out from Shadows Empower Me, his heroic perk. And on top of that, his stun, and if he does land it at boomerang range, then of course it's a 3.3 second stun. But Angry You Die do not know there's a scout trap there that has spotted him out. He really just looks very funny right now. So bad, very bad, going in for the 1v1.
2v1 situation, I Angry You Die very low. Will use the DMR for the meantime, has the shield, but he will actually get the connection onto the stun. So bad. This could be monumental right now for He's surviving the Spectral Smite, it connects, and he survives! I Angry You Die, how did he do that? Here comes Trophies from the side, will be dropping in onto the goop. Lei Kang very low, this is just a Vox, doesn't have a lot of range, and Trophies will go for that chase. He will be able to survive, and Pain Sunday just has to see as his Black Feather got blown up.
Yeah, but honestly, with a Cruel on your team, you really just want to be the ones that engage and not wait for one to engage on you. As we do see, once again, they are having another team fight.
Another team fight, like you said, they're gonna be starting off, but at least Lei Kang right now has that help from the Vanguard of the Arden, though not a lot of impact just yet. Doesn't have the Gauntlet for the meantime, and it looks like Silverboom are happy that they're going to be trying to farm, but Eanix, they want more. They want to go in and get that siege already. Pain Sunday will be blocking a lot of the damage onto that turret with his own body, so he's really sacrificing himself right now. And I Angry, he's like, peekaboo, I see you, and then just backs away.
Peekaboo, I see you, but Angry You Die has got a very bad habit. I just realized he refuses to check brushes at all, and you know, so bad, very bad. Do spot him in that try brush. He will be going in yet again, but Angry You Die will just back off with that movement speed granted by his heroic perk. And there you go, another fight in lane with Angry You Die not being there. The side of Silverboom really can take advantage at this point in time, just pushing that lane. They've got so much damage, and the fact that Angry You Die not playing like the usual Cruel that we saw, that that's placing a lot of emphasis in lane, means that the side of Silverboom can just slowly farm up into that of the late game and then try to win a late game fight, which is what a Crystal Black Feather and of course Lei Kang on that Vox excels in.
So now we'll just be seeing, like you said, it's not the regular I Angry that we do see, but Lei Kang is in a world of hurt. And nobody is too cool for Cruel. There's gonna be the shutdown from Eanix, and they're looking for the second one. And so bad, very bad. Got the defense from that turret, but I Angry You Die has gave no respect. Vanguard as well, but there is of course the support from the Lyra, gonna keep him topped off. The heals will be too good, and Trophies is just gonna be able to bombard from downtown. And still though, even though So Bad Very Bad is taking a whole chunk of damage, that turret has not been broken down just yet.
Yep, So Bad Very Bad jumping onto Trophies at this point in time.
Ooh la luya! And it looks like they will be able to 1 kill, 2 the Black Feather. My goodness, this scarf is just what we are talking about. You gotta respect it here from Eanix. And even though Lei Kang got that kill, here is I Angry You Die coming from behind and saying, Lei Kang, I will lay you down. But Pain Sunday is right here. There's the movement speed boost. DMR all day long, baby. It's that kill.
Hallelujah, indeed. Whoever comes up with that. I do die in a very bad spot now.
2v1 situation though. That Imperial Sigil, look at from their Lyra. You just gotta give it right now to Eanix. Their composition is doing wonders. Even though they dive in, they don't really put themselves in a bad spot just because they have so much, I would say, sustain with the help from that Lyra.
Yeah, but on top of that, though, we must also realize that the goal difference, yet again, is a reflection of the first game. Not much, although across the kill board, we do see, we do see that the side of Eanix have got more kills compared to Silverboom, or rather 3 kills ahead, but not much of objectives secure at this point in time. And it kind of boggles me because, you know, the side of Eanix clearly has got a better objective control as compared to Eanix. Oh, we do see a Spitfire being blown backwards.
Now, Silverboom, as well as Eanix, in a 3v3 in the lane. You're going to be starting off a little bit slow here. FHH is not available just yet for I Angry Die, so they can't initiate just yet, but they are waiting patiently. They're looking, and they're going to start it off. They spot out! My goodness, Late King, what are you doing? He's going to be able to have that movement speed out. Rubber Monkey very low. That gauntlet, though, did not actually make anything happen. Wait for it was used, but the heal as well as that shield was just in the nick of time for Rubber Monkey. I Angry Die will be playing around the brush area to maybe look for an initiation or a reinitiation once again, but he won't find it for the meantime. Trophies, though, of course, again, back with his Scarf, is going to try to pierce through and poke them out from this predicament, but it seems like Silverboom will back away. And Eanix, will they be finding their first turret, or will it be Silverboom to find their own? That's the question, because right now Eanix are going for the siege. Will they be blowing up a team fight once again? Ultimates are not online for most of these players, and look here, it's gonna be Rubber Monkey spotted out. It's gonna be the one trade already. I Angry Die coming from silence as well. DMR, and actually he's gonna go in and truck in the damage onto Silverboom. He's going in impressive. Trophies gonna be dealing the damage with the spare fire once again. They have to respect the artillery, and he connects it. The FH from Hell's Heart just goes in ham. And Pain Sunday, he's gonna be in a painful spot. He's gotta back away right now as Eanix is just going in wild against Silverboom.
Going in wild indeed, although we do see a very timely Atlas Pauldron that came out from Pain Sunday when that fight came through. But, you know, Cruel just do not care about whatever Atlas that you have. Once he's stuck onto your main carry, I think that main carry should be prepared to go down. I mean, not a lot of pills coming out for the side of Silverboom as well. Granted, you have got a Vanguard from Arden for that extra movement speed. You can kite away, you can Sonic Zoom away from Cruel, but honestly, at the end of it all, that is a Cruel after all. DMR is on and constantly available, and on top of that, if you get a little too far, then of course FH squared will be out and be after you. So that is one thing that we must know. And a lot of team fights, once again, Eanix doing excruciatingly well, but not pushing into any objectives just yet. They did take the gold mine though. Trophies, they will want to protect this turret at all costs. Cruel will be cruising up at this point in time.
So all ultimates are now up for both of these teams, except for maybe Trophies, who still hasn't gotten his Dragon's Breath just yet. Of course, it's not really that contested, or rather not that essential right now for the Scarf. It's I Angry Die's FH squared, like you said, that will start off this pandemonium for both of these teams. But you can see Silverboom are being a little bit jebaited here by Eanix, but Eanix are just waiting, and they find themselves a pretty decent target. And you know who that target is? It's gonna be Lei King once again. There's gonna be the gauntlet used defensively here from Silverboom, just for the defense onto Lei King so that he will be able to survive and get away. But at what cost? Pain Sunday, as well as So Bad, Very Bad, very low in HP, and they gotta back away right now because Trophy is gonna be going in aggressive, gets the one shot down, looking for the second. Trophies, or rather the turret is down, or rather very low in HP, and here comes I Angry Die once again. He will be blowing it up. Lei King has to dip back into the fight, but that Sonic Zoom will be to his doom. And there it is, Eanix almost getting the ace. Pain Sunday will be surviving, but the damage has already been done.
Damn, Aserai spitting bars right there. Sonic Zoom, and then rhyming it with Doom. Awesome. Just a big thumbs up to you. I mean, at the end of it all, we do see though, Eanix really taking up that opportunity, just jumping onto the first carry at first, just scaring Lei King off enough for Lei King to back off. And by the time he does come back into the team fight earlier on, it's just a tad too late. And on top of that as well, very timely or very good Arcane Passage coming out from the Rubber Monkey on that Lyra, just allowing Angry You Die to travel a lot of distance with his heroic perk up. Now that Kraken's on the fold, and of course Eanix securing that turret, I must say the side of Silverboom still has got it, not totally out of this game. The side of Eanix only has got a 2k gold lead over that of Silverboom. So, you know, Silverboom, as long as they can just chain that Ardent's Gauntlet together, well, and of course on top of that, that silence, and then Black Panther has to remember that he must poke before going in.
And he did get the poke. Indeed, there's the Gauntlet. Truck get caught perfectly. So bad, very low right here. So he's got to back away for the meantime. He's be porting back into the base. If we spot it out, this could be the opening here for Eanix to just go in aggressive. Pain Sunday was slowed down, and LA King into the sidelines. There's the Bulwark as well. Is really good in just zoning out the members of Silverboom. And look at here, Eanix with the cheese plays. You Die soloing Kraken right now. Silverboom, do they know what's up? Yes, they will. There's going to be the usage onto the flare, but so much zoning coming in from the side of Eanix. Will they get the last hit? That's going to be the case here. There's the Silver... Oh, the Spectral Smite. It's not going to happen for you. And here is the Dragon's Breath. Kaboom! It comes out, and look at it, roasting alive Pain Sunday. Oh! Finally, he will get shut down. There you go. FHH down to boot. Roast defensive activated by So Bad, Very Bad. He can get blockage for an Eanix. 2 kills.
Not sure if you're too hyped, so much so that you broke Discord, but I think that is the case. But we do see early on in that team fight, it was Cruel throwing out FH Squared in the opposite direction, going through Lyra's portal, and we saw this before. It was from Infamous, and yet today we do see yet another time by the side of Eanix. Eanix would definitely be looking to close this game out, but Angry You Die looking like he is down on energy. Dragon's Breath do come out just to try to zone.
All right,
FH Squared, move your back.
And here we go. This could be it. Is this just gonna be the G? Comes Silverboom. They're gonna be coming out trucking, but well, it looks like they're gonna get the second kill as well. But Angry You Die does have the help from the Kraken, and they are just gonna start to batter down onto the turret. He's gonna try to kamikaze his way to at least break down that last turret, and you know what happens? You have the Lyra, you have the Krull, so here comes possibility of the backdoor.
Yep, the back door is now open, and I'm not surprised. Pain Sunday really need to put down vision at this point in time. He has got 2 scout traps in his pocket. There is none though, however, whatsoever in that base. So if Lyra do take the long route going through that Crystal Sentry, oh, but I'll take that back because there are other scout traps around in the jungle. So I don't think that a backdoor will be done through the bottom. It might be from the top. And if that's the case, that will be pretty much the front door. We will see Lyra picking up that echo. So in case the first Arcane Passage fail, at least you've got a backup. Am I right? But, you know, in that team fight itself, although they scored an ace, rather for the side of Silverboom, they scored that ace, but I must say it went really well for the side of Eanix. With one Kraken, they managed to push down and crack open the base, coming up with Silver as well. So they definitely do have got this game, and they now sitting just still the same 2k difference or 2k in the lead. But at the end of the day, they really have got no answer for Angry You Die on that crew. And on top of that, no answer for trophies as well. Granted, they cannot try to take Cruel down in as first priority. They have to go on trophies. They have to go for trophies.
Oh, sneaky beaky light, but the flare will actually get some glare into Rush. This could be bad, so bad for Silverboom as their shenanigans plan actually turns around onto them. There's gonna be defensive usage. Double Gauntlet coming in from the Ardent. Angry Day will get shut down, and maybe I could have actually wrong here as they get themselves a pretty nifty pickoff onto the Krull. They're gonna be chasing down onto the members here of Eanix, but they still have their first turret up, so they can back away with that one. There's still Rubber Monkey giving so many heals for trophies, and this is the poke at the lane here for Eanix right now. They're gonna be trying to at least keep Silver Boom at bay, and that is what they're doing. 20 seconds forced I Angry Die to come back, and there is no capitalization just yet for Silver Boom, except for that one kill. Again, another bulwark. Look at the damage coming in from Lei King, but he is in a world of hurt. That goop is just booping him. There's the Dragon's Breath. They're chasing him down. They want to go aggressive. Trumpies, yes, gotta be careful, but he is dipping in and out of the fight so perfectly. They're gonna be making the Lyra their next target, but this could be bad. The shields, the heals, making this Lyra survive for so long, and oh my goodness, Silver Boom! That's not a gold play! It's a bronze play coming in. And the shutdown! Oh, the humanity, and this should be it. GG! The GG push coming in from Eanix. Ah, what just happened?
That was 1v3, and at this point in time, if you have Scream debated, it would most probably apply for that team fight itself. The side of Silverboom just a tad greedy, went in for that Lyra, not caring, not giving a single care about trophies whatsoever, and trophies managed that 1v3 really good plays coming out from Eanix. That this is the second round. They are in the lead 2-0, and of course, to share the excitement, to share the hype with us, we have the awesome Minimiter. Take it away.